ओम मर्गडेश महोत्साह सर्वशोक विनाशक शत्रुन समरमाम रक्ष श्रियं दासाय दिग्मे ओम बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वम् अरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं स अनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत् अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. He who removes darkness of ignorance of the blinded, unenlightened by applying the medicine of spiritual knowledge, he who opens the eyes, salutations to you, Guru. जानकीकान्तस्मरणं जय जय राम राम जय आंजनेय स्वामी की जय. Ramo Vigraha Dharma, Dharma Vigraha Ramaha. Before moving on to know further about Kaikeyi, to discuss more about Kaikeyi, we now move on to the Eka Sloki Ramayanam. Adho Rama Tapovanau Gamanam, Hatva Mrigam Kanchanam, Vaidehi Haranam Jatayu Maranam, Sugriva Sambhashanam, Bali Nigrahanam, Samudra Dharanam, Lankapurim Dahanam, Pashat Ravana Vadam, Kumbhakarna Madanam, Itat Idi Ramayanam. Once Rama went to forest. He chased the deer. Sita was kidnapped. Jatayu was killed. There were talks with Sugriva. Bali was killed. The sea was crossed. Lanka was burnt. And later Ravana was killed and Kumbhakarna was executed. This, in short, is the story of Ramayana. Last couple of weeks we were discussing about Kaikeyi, the characteristics which mostly not told to all of us. And I've been blessed to receive very positive feedback from all my friends and those who have heard me, seen my videos, that information shared were new to them. The purpose of this is to share information about what we know about it, and further to take us all through the Bhakti Marga. While we talk about Kaikeyi, we often get to hear the name of Mantra. We have seen in the last session that Mantra was a Gandharva, incarnation of a Gandharva, celestial being by name Dundubi. She was following the directions of Lord Brahma. In her past life, she was entertaining the Devas through the music and songs. She was told by Brahma to take birth as Mantra and was given the mission to exile Sri Ram to the forest so that he can bring an end to the rule of demons, Ravana, and convert them into the path of Dharma. Bhagavan Sri Ram also told her that in her next life she will be known as Trivakra. And this will happen when Krishna Avatar will take place on earth. Sri Krishna will then embrace her and will straighten her back, and she will become beautiful again. The mistake what Rama has done, the way of hitting her and making a bend in the neck, back, Krishna will set it straight, and it happened. We have seen the close association of Kaikeyi with Rama right from the birth of Rama. Even after that marriage, he took the first blessings of Kaikeyi. Even during the so-called intended Pattabhishekam day, coronation day, the previous night, Kaikeyi called Dasharatha and asked for these two boons. After this, when Dasharatha denied that he cannot convey this to his dearest son Rama, Kaikeyi was bold enough to tell that you don't have to say anything, just lie down, I will handle the scenario. Then Rama enters the palace of Kaikeyi, seeing the plight, she is asking everything is okay. Then Kaikeyi said, your dad Dasharatha wanted to convey the message that you have to be doing these two things, instructions from a father to a son. So at that time also, the characteristic description of Rama is created in such a way by Valmiki as well as Kambar that if you say this, will I not go? Why you want to take the name of father? You say or father say, I am going to do the instructions. I'm going to follow the instructions. He was very happy to take the instructions from his mother, prayed her, and then moved on. How many of us will do this under such circumstances that we are being committed that we will be giving something and we will not getting it in that right moment? So the scenario of Dasharatha is that in his early years, he got a curse from Shravana Kumar's parents that he will die of Putra Shogam. At that situation, Dasharatha, instead of being sorrow, he was happy because he heard that he is going to get children. For around 60,000 years, he was not having children, and he was very much upset with that fact. And when he heard the curse that you will be dying of Putra Shoga, that means Putra is coming up and then there will be a Shoga. So it's a happy news for him. The same thing happened when he was one day seeing his mirror and he saw a couple of gray hair here and there, and he said, okay, it's time for me to go. I'm graying, I'm getting old. So it is time for me to pack up. I have to hurry up in the Pattabhishekam of Rama. So this, why all these things are coming up on that particular night. It was also said that earlier days, Dasharatha had defeated Indra and Kaikeyi was helping him in defeating the battle with the demons, Samarasura. At that time, Indra and Kaikeyi knew each other. They had a good relationship. When Ravana was creating a havoc there in Sri Lanka, all the asuras were creating problems. Indra got very tensed up and he went to Dasharatha's palace and he was discussing among the devas and I was discussing what to do. We have to hurry up. The Rama avatar has to come up and do this. That time, when he heard that Dasharatha's palace is being celebrating the would-be coronation of Rama as a king, he was very upset. He rushed towards Kaikeyi, and it was he who requested Kaikeyi to intervene and remind and Rama that he has to be going to the Avatara Nokam. He has to take care of the Avatara Nokam to destroy the demons there. So that also came up, and Dasharatha had two promises made to the Kaikeyi's parents. At the time of marrying Kaikeyi, Kekeya, father of Kaikeyi, asked him if Kausalya is the eldest queen, if she gets children, then they will not be able to make Kaikeyi's children as the throne winners. Then at that time, Dasharatha promised Kaikeya that if Kaikeyi conceives and if we get a son, he will be the person who will take up the throne, and Kaikeyi will be the Maharani, Pattakarani. So that also he reminded about in that particular night, and he didn't want that to happen that the Bharata takes over. He loved Ram so much that tactfully Ram and Bharat, Lakshman only were there. Bharat and Shatrughna were sent to Kekeya's place, that is uncle's place of maternal uncle's palace of Bharatha. Along with him, Shatrughna. Wherever Bharatha goes, Shatrughna will also be accompanied. Avatara Nokam of Shatrughna is to serve Bharata. So it has all these scenes are winding up one by one to make it happen that night Vasishta, one of the verses from Ramayana says that Vasishta has instructed Dasharatha to do one overnight tapa before the Pattabhishekam, the king does it. On that particular night, out of all these things happening, Dasharatha somehow missed out that tapa. And Vasishta got angry and he said that because of that tapa, the Pattabhishekam may not happen the next morning as planned. He was very upset. He was calculating the horoscope, the position, Rashtra position for the palace as well as for the kingdom as well as for Dasharatha, everybody, Rama, how everybody is placed. And he was worried just to say that things are not happening in the planned positions. And it's also said in one of the Ramayana's quotes that Kaikeyi knew Arudam, horoscope. What is going to happen, she can predict and she can make the calculations. And she found out that 14 years, whoever is sitting in the throne of Ayodhya is bound to die. So at that critical point, Kaikeyi had many questions in her mind. If Dasharatha continues there, again he will be having a problem. The king will be dying because 14 years nobody can sit. If he tells Rama to do that, my Rama will die. That time also she's worried more about Rama. See the beauty of the character description there. She's more worried about Rama and she's thinking if Rama is continuing to take over that throne and he will be having a problem, I don't want Rama to go through any problem. So let him be away from the palace, let him be away from this place because anyway Dashratha is aged. And even if I am ready to, even if it comes to the situation that I'm ready to spare my husband for Rama because he is already older and Rama should be saved. The only intention of Rama avatar is to kill the Ravana. So he has to be sent away from the throne. So that Putra Shokam will also be coming up for Dasharatha. And she was confident about one thing, that Bharata will never be able to take over the position of Rama because he was an absolute devotee of Rama. So having so much of confidence about Bharata and Rama's love and devotion towards an elder brother, she took these two wounds and activated that, okay, Bharata will become the king and Rama will be 14 years away from their country, exile. Why is this 14 years? Many people even now ask this question. One of the customs there is 14 years. If the king is away from the throne, he will not be able to take up the things further. In one more dimension of this is, if he goes to Vanvas, it would take at least 7 into 2 or 7 plus 2. 7 into 2 years it may take to kill the Ravana and come back. So let him do that work on priority, then he will come and he will do the Ramarajya. She was waiting for the moment that Rama comes and takes over the Pattabhishek. So all this happened in the right time, that destined night, early morning hours. And it was delivered to Rama by Kaikeyi herself that he has to be away. Having heard that instruction from Kaikeyi, Rama was all the more happy, took her blessings and blessings of Dasharatha and moved on. Along with him went Lakshmana as well as Sita. In one of the Ramacharitra Manas, Ayodhya Kanda, 11 to 12 slokas, it was quoted about Kaikeyi. Invoking Sharada as Ma Saraswati, the god supplicated mantra and laying her hold her feet, felt them again and again. Perceiving our grave calamity, O mother, manipulate the things in such a way today that Sri Rama may retire into forest, relinquishing his throne, and the object of his immortals may be wholly accomplished. So to complete the avatara, he has to be away from the throne. So is it good that we brand a person good or bad? Since she saw the future of Ayodhya without king, even if it is there for 14 years, after 14 years, my Rama will be back in action. She did that sacrifice of telling Bharata to take over. So Kaikeyi's main intention was to send Rama just to cover up that 14 years gap and he complete that activity of Ravanavratam. Both Kaikeyi and Mantra are neither good or not bad, are just pieces of the grand scheme of the destruction of evil. All this is a divine screenplay which leads to Lama towards Ravana and make the eternal Dharma flourish in the earth again and again. Even it means, she says, Kaikeyi in her words, she says, I will face the wrath of my own son, Bharata. Even if it costs me of my husband, I would act accordingly, and act would establish supreme goodness all over again and again. She said that and she did that. By her unconditional love for Ram, even though there is a stigma on her name, she did that sacrifice so that Ram can be saved. From Mantra and Kaikeyi, I learned an important lesson here. Never to trust an outsider with our family secrets and never let an outsider, even if they are loyal servants, to influence us against our own family members. I move on to ask myself certain questions, a kind of quality reality check, quick reality check, introspection type. Are we brave enough to handle in any external situations? She was brave, but Kaikeyi was brave to fight with all the asuras. Time and again, she was using her skills of fighting and brave activities. Are we capable of identifying the people we are closely associated with? We are closely associating ourselves with lot many people here. Some of them we know very well, some of them we may not know very well. Are we capable of identifying who's the right person around us? How good are we in decision making? Are we good in taking all the correct decisions all the times? Do we feel insecure about us at any point of time? What makes us insecure? And what frequency we feel insecure? Is it daily? Is it monthly? Or is it occasion based? What is it? Why we have to be insecure about something? Do we feel greedy about others? Do we have the liberty to brand anyone else as good or bad? Are we qualified to be that branding agency here? Can we be 100% right? All the decisions we take, all the situations we face, are we on the right track? These are all the questions which came to my mind when I heard thoroughly about her story. Then I got an answer. I got an answer that we may not have a confirmed answer on many such difficult questions of life. Are we not surrounded by such questions? Are we day in and day out not facing such difficult problems here? How can we drop them all? The fact is that unless we drop it off, we cannot proceed further spiritually. We all will be caught up in the vicious circle called Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. That is birth, death, old age, and disease. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, verse 18, 8 to 12, in verse chapter 13. Then what is the way out? Can't we save ourselves? How can we make a safer move ahead? All of us have one confirmed way out of this Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. Yes, you heard it right. We can break this seemingly vicious circle of Janma, birth, Mrityu, death, Jara, Vyadi. How? There is one more good news to that. This is a special offer. As we say in Dubai, we have Dubai summer surprises going on. Summer festival, winter festival, all this, New Year festival, all this. Like that, we as Kali Yuga members, we have a special offer by only His mercy of Lord Krishna. There is no one way, there are 9 ways to help us get rid of this circle: birth, death, disease, Vyadi, Jara and Vyadi. How? One way is not there, 9 ways are there. Old age and disease without that, how can we do? Here explains the Navavida Bhaktis. A devotee can practice any of these 9 forms of bhaktis, which we'll be seeing now, whichever suits him or her the best. And the special offer is that it doesn't take much time. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa did not serve for a long as a head priest in the Kali temple of Dakshineshwar. From the first day of his service in the shrine of goddess Kali, he was filled with a rare form of love of God, known in Hinduism as Mahabhava. Every bhakti devotee who has experienced this has shared volumes of experience out of these things. We can also know that all the 9 types can be performed by a same individual. We have 2 important examples in our real life as Ambarish Maharaj as well as Saint Tyagaraja. They were long and enjoying the rich bhakti passes through them in the 9 forms, or they were doing their bhakti. Let us now see the 9 forms of bhakti Srimad Bhagavatam elaborates. They are Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dhasyam, Sakhyam, and Atmanivedanam. This is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 7, canto 5, 23. Shravanam, first, hearing the names and glories of God. The story of King Parikshit gives in Srimad Bhagavatam is an example of a devotee who exemplifies Shravanam. Due to a curse, Parikshit had only 1 week to live. But he attained salvation by listening to the glories of Krishna in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam, narrated by Sukhamuni in the forest of Naimisharanya. To cultivate Shravanam, only 3 qualities are needed: an yearning to listen, listening with total faith, and putting into practice what has been listened to. The act of listening itself becomes worship of the Lord, and the process of Shravanam becomes effective as a form of devotion, leading us to liberation. Second is Kirtanam. Chanting is glorious, singing the praise of the Lord's magnificence with heartfelt devotion. By constantly chanting his name, devotees like Dhruva, Draupadi, Prahalad, Meera, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Saint Tukaram have achieved God realization. Chanting God's names relieves the devotee's mind. One more example is Mrigari, the hunter. By chanting continuously the name of Sri Rama, an hunter was transformed to a great sage Valmiki, Brahma Rishi Valmiki. Such is an amazing power of chanting Lord's name, and it becomes purified and he becomes perfect. Smaranam, remembering the Lord. Constant remembrance of the Lord, delivering the contemplation of his beauty and majesty. A person who is always engaged in the meditation of Leelas, wonderful activities of the Supreme, surely becomes freed from all the material contamination. Greatest example is Prahlad, who since birth, even before birth, when he was in the womb himself, he was hearing the chanting of Narada Muni. Remember Srimad Narayana till the end. Lord gave him darshan in the form of Nrsimha Avatar, killing Hiranyakashipu and protecting Prahlad Maharaj. Then comes Padasevanam. Padasevanam is the worship of the Lord by concentrating upon the honoring his feet are a paduka, sanctified sandals. It's an innate sense of surrender to the Supreme Lord. This form of service is done by Goddess Lakshmi herself, the consort of Supreme Vishnu. You can always see her massaging the Lord's feet in the Parkad. This is a remarkable notification given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Archanam, worshipping the Lord. Whoever offers me with devotion and pure mind a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or a little water. If you have leaf, you give me leaf. If you have flower, you offer me flower. If you don't have flower, fruit is okay with me. If you don't have fruit, at least give me some water. That is what I expect from you. I accept that as a devotion. It's stated in Bhagavad Gita, verse number 9.26. Archanam, the 5th form of devotion, is complete offering in the form of pujas, ritualistic worship, chanting the mantras, bhajans, arati, etc. And the best example you can quote is Tulsi plant and leaves. Exemplifies Archana, the conventional mode of worship enunciated by Krishna to Uddhava. 6th is Vandanam, offering obeisance to the Lord. Vandanam, reference of prayer to the Lord in the 6th form of devotion. He begins to see his favorite form of Lord everywhere and in all beings and objects. Example, Akrura, we can quote in Mahabharatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, in 10th canto it is quoted. Dasyam, serving his lotus feet. To attain Dasyam, one must completely understand that God is a person like us. He is not our creation. Rather, he is a person of such wonder and magnitude that his vast, imponderable world, just as a tiny spark of his creative ability. Example will be, you can say Hanuman from Ramayana. Pure love for the Lord himself enthralled him. When he got the opportunity to serve Rama, he never missed out that opportunity. He took each and every chance to make himself serve Lord's feet. Sakyam. Sakyam is friendship. Eighth form of devotion wherein a devotee considers himself to be the best friend or sakha. Example, we can see Arjuna considers Krishna has his friend Sakha, Mitra, Bandhu, Sarathi. He became everything for Arjuna only because of his pure devotion and friendship like bhakti. Atma Nivedanam, the ninth one, the last and the ninth stated in the Bhagavatam, to total surrender of oneself to the Lord. Atma Nivedanam is the ninth form with no traces of ego whatsoever left in devotee's heart. Completely filled with devotion of God, the devotee gains the knowledge of his true self. And this is the form the Lord becomes one with the being. Bali Maharaj told Lord Vishnu, I offer to you, O Lord, all my wealth, all my countries, whatever I have, including myself. I take refuge in you. You protect me now. You take over. You are the Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam, 8th canto. This was the sense of egoless surrender with which Bali offered himself to Lord Vamana. Thus, he attained the Lord through his selfless devotion and surrender to the Supreme Lord. We have seen 9 ways. At least we can take it up one way of being associated with the right bhava, right people, and right chanting around us. With this, I end the quote. I am involved in this act of first 3 things I'm going to concentrate. What are the first 3 things? Shravanam, Kirtanam, and Smaranam. So let us now conclude this. Mangalam. Mangalam Kausalendraya Mahaniya Gunabdaye Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mangalam Mangala Sasana Pare Madacharya Purogame Sarvai Purere Acharya Sakvastu Mangalam Sriman Venkatanatharya कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सनिधतां सदाकृति कवितार्किक सिंहाय कल्याण गुणशालिने श्रीमते वेंकटेशाय वेदांत गुरवे नमः हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Let us all get hold of him. Mam ekam charanam vraja uplepa charanam.